I read it at the airport, and she said, could you please call my friend because she's sort of on drugs and she's messing up and she's younger than me and I can't get through to her. And she says, well, Pink got through it, so can I. So I called her.
Wow.
From the airport and left her a message and told her to get her shit together.
Dope.
But I don't think she got the point. She put the message up on the website and it was just weird, but I try.
Yeah.
The effort was there.
This is a really interesting question. It comes from a mom.
Okay.
Debbie in San Diego. I love your new song and video, Stupid Girls. As a mom, I have 2 young girls, and I think the message is incredibly important. How do you go about raising girls to value education and independence when they are overwhelmingly exposed to the opposite being valued in society?
Well, I think you have to live by example. You know, you have to be a strong female. And I think some of the things that helped me were working in soup kitchens. My dad put me to work. You know, we might be able to have clothes and food to eat, but a lot of people don't, and you need to live it and see it. And growing up with a Vietnam veteran dad, he was very socially conscious, and they called him Mr. Cause because he's always fighting for something, and that gave me a huge awareness of the world around me. And you know, I was marching on Washington by the time I was 3. But another thing that helped was I have brothers, and I think my dad wanted sons. Yeah. So I don't know, you know, I don't have the answers, but definitely exposing your kids to as many things as possible is so important.
Yeah.
So many different, you know, different races, different classes, different sexual orientations, being very open-minded and putting them to work. I mean, kids are spoiled.
Hot damn, that's right.
My kids ain't gonna be spoiled, I'll tell you that much. They're gonna be working.
That's great.
Rescuing dogs, washing cars.
Washing the bikes.
Washing
keeping
the
bikes clean.
Bringing me beer.
Sweet. Elaine from Boston. She wants to know, what's your favorite song on I'm Not Dead?
No idea.
Can't pick one?
I can never pick one because I'm like a big mystery bag. I have a song that fits every mood for me. Like if I want to cry, I listen to one song. If I want to be nostalgic, if I want to dance, if I want to scream. I think I'm really, really proud of Dear Mr. President, for one.
Yeah. Just
because it's the smartest song I've ever written, I think.
Smart as in how?
Smart as in, usually my approach is, I'm right, you're wrong, burn in hell. And this song is just, it's not that, it's a lot more innocent. It's just, it's provocative and questioning. It's just, this is how I feel. These are my questions, and how do you feel? I don't envy your position, but, you know, who are you praying to?
Right.
Who do you pray for? What's your deal? How is it to be you? How can you justify any of this? Just person to person.
Yeah.
But vocally and lyrically, this whole album, I'm just
stoked on.
Super stoked.
Me too.
Thanks.
Janice from Anchorage wants to know if any of these songs did you write for Carrie or...
Leave Me Alone, I'm Lonely was definitely inspired by our relationship because I'm so back and forth.
Yeah.
As soon as someone presents a challenge, I want to sort of conquer it. So, and we have that sort of relationship. Go away, come back, get off me, get back on. So that's good. So that, I think, he inspires different moods and different things, but I think as a whole, that song mostly.
I understand that you worked closely with Indigo Girls and sort of growing up, I'm sure you listened to them, as did I. And have they just had a huge influence on your life, or I mean, what is it about them?
I guess, first of all, their harmonies and their vocals and their
Sick.
lyrics, since I was, I don't even know, 7, 8 years old. Maybe not that young, maybe 9 or 10, but it cuts through the bullshit and you get right to the feeling of it all. And now that I'm 26, I understand the lyrics more than I did then, but there was something truthful about it to me, and it spoke to me, and I mean, they taught me how to harmonize.
Yeah. They're so pure, you know, their voices are so pure.
And they're just, the power, and they're 2 strong females, and they're openly gay, and they're just so smart, and I just think they're the best at what they do.
You're up there.
I'm getting there. I'm a work in progress.
Definitely. Pink1001, actually, Pinky1001, that's another user. He's from New Orleans, or maybe it's she. I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully it's he. Pinky1001. He wants to know, or she, Where do you see yourself in 20 years?
Um, I just picture myself this, smart ass activist, animal person, making music how I want to make it, when I want to make it. I don't know. I've never made plans like that.
Yeah. I mean, even because you said earlier, you always wanted this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, was that a plan, a career plan? Was it just kind of just what you wanted to do?
Just was my life that I
Like at
think I
6, you
signed up
probably
for.
knew.
Yeah, I did. Even before that, like 3 or 4. Maybe it sounds hokey pokey, but I think I signed up for this life before I got here.
It's dope.
Because there was never a point where anybody could tell me I wasn't going to do it.
Your parents I read something a while back, and I don't know if it's true. I mean, did your parents encourage it all the way through? Diet?
No, thanks. I mean, my mom took me to singing lessons. She supported the gymnastics and the singing lessons and all that and the talent shows. I was in a big talent show when I was 9.
What'd you sing or do?
Oh, Father, Madonna.
Ow. Oh, Father. That's
Yeah.
great.
With a full band, and
Do you
and
still have that tape?
I won. Yeah, I have it. It's terrible.
I bet it's amazing.
But I think at that moment my dad was sort of like, okay, that's a little weird. You might be right.
Yeah.
But then it was the sort of thing, I mean, every parent doesn't... I was doing some crazy things at that point, and they wanted me to just stay in school and maybe go to college and get an education to fall back on.
So our next question comes from the Pink Army in Buffalo.
Okay.
There's a user on MySpace called the Pink Army. Isn't that fantastic? Which questions do you hate the most when people ask you?
I don't know that I hate any questions. I think where'd you get your name from is a bit old at this point. I think I've met some journalists that, I mean, everybody's human. Everybody has their take on things, but I've met some journalists that just want to make everything a catfight and throw around the word bitch. That kind of pisses me off.
Bitch and like, hey, what's up, bitch? Or hey, like,
No.
People think you're a bitch. What do you have to say about that?
That, and then, are you going to kick that bitch's ass? I'm like, whoa.
Who asked?
Bring
Well,
it
maybe
down.
we shouldn't ask who asked that.
Bring it down. You're at a 9. Let's bring it down to a 1.5.
Right.
So,
Have you ever been in a fight?
have I ever been in a fight? Yeah. Several.
Did you win?
Most of the time. I got jumped once by 4 girls. I didn't win that one, but I went back and got them each by themselves.
When was this? Years ago.
School.
Yeah. What would you
I've
say to
been
girls
good.
who think, that fighting's a good outlet or a good solution?
I think that's the easy way out. It's much harder to relate and talk. I find that much more interesting.
Yeah.
But, it's hard. There's a lot of aggression in the air
There is.
all over the world, so. I mean, I was raised by a black belt, guerrilla warfare trained military father, so.
You kick
Taught
some
from a
ass.
very young age how to get my ass kicked and how to defend myself.
Dope. I love it. Sexy.
Pretty much. Best thing about me is that I can take a punch. Not that I can throw one.
I don't think I could take a punch.
Yeah.
Maybe. So Nadine from Mobile, she says, with you being such a busy woman and all, how do you ever find time to enjoy being a newlywed?
I don't. I haven't, really. But, I don't know. I mean, we'll have time for that.
It's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The love's there. It's strong. It's
Yeah,
like,
well, and we've been like this for 5 years. I've been on tour. He's been on tour the whole time. So, I don't know that I could actually come home every night and be like, hey, baby.
right. Do you think one day you will?
One day, absolutely. We have this grandiose plan.
Can you tell us
Raising
about it?
beach babies and owning a bar and
Wow. In L.A.?
No.
Southern California?
island somewhere far away.
Can I come visit?
Yes.
I'll fan the flies away.
Okay. I'll have a hammock just for you.
Perfect. I'll wear a Speedo.
You can wear a Speedo. Love Speedos.
Great.
And an umbrella. I'll keep an umbrella in your drink at all times.
Lovely. Can it be pink?
Or green.
Cool.
Or yellow or blue. Whatever. Maybe tri-colored.
Perfect. Reggie Biv, baby. So Vixen Lala from Montreal. What makes this album different from the rest?
It's different songs. I'm not 16 anymore.
Right.
Different collaborators. It's a different me. I mean, I go through so many phases that
It's almost like
vocally I just get, you know.
if you were to take a picture of your bedroom at 16 and you were to take a picture of maybe your bedroom now, I mean, people always ask, how is this album different? I think you're right. I mean, you've grown up, you've changed. There are different influences in your life. So
Yeah.
maybe it's just a snapshot of your life of where you are now.
Yeah, it's absolutely, that's what it is. That's how it always is.
And people say that about MySpace, their MySpace page, that their page really is representative of their bedroom. And you
Yeah.
can tell, if you go to someone's page, you can see, oh, okay, they like that artist. And,
Yeah.
they're into that cell phone, provider. Or, this is where they like to hang out. So I think music's sort of indicative of that same thing. And that's why MySpace has
Yeah.
done, so well.
I mean, anyone that writes their own music, it's gonna change. Just because you change. Change is inevitable. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I would hate to repeat myself.
That's boring. Repetition's boring.
10 songs, every album with love. What are you
does
talking
that?
about?
We've got a couple more questions here.
Okay.
So, Christy from Cleveland, and I don't know if you have this answer. I mean, I think it's probably the golden question. What is your definition of a smart girl?
Any girl that has the balls or the bravery to be herself. Any girl that knows she's not perfect and wants to be better. Any girl that creates her own path and doesn't follow everybody else's. Any girl that's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in. And a girl that has something she believes in.
Wow. Is that a haiku? That was pretty dope.
And scene.
And see. Shane from Scottsdale wants to know, musically, what are you most proud of?
In a nutshell, just taking risks. Not being afraid of the opportunity to fail.
Right.
I look at it as an opportunity. Failure and success and all of it. It's just something else. I don't know. I don't know. I'm proud of where I've come from. And I've been
Sounds
able to
like
hold
it,
on
yeah.
to some sort of semblance of integrity.
For sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I see that tattoo right over here? When did you get this one, and what does that say?
It says insecurity.
Backwards?
Mm-hmm.
In the mirror, does it read right?
No, it's sort of just some of it's backwards, some of it's forwards. Means insecurity will kill you. Hey, this is Pink. What's up, Myspace?